I went ahead and checked out Mike Tyson's top 50 list. And in comparisons to DJ Vlad's, Rosenberg's, Lil Durk's especially, this is possibly one of the best lists out there. But one of the main reasons why a lot of people are mad is just because of the main two. And you know where I'm going with this one. And it's a surprising way. Considering Tupac and Mike Tyson's relationship, Mike Tyson has Big at number one. And he has Tupac at number two in regards to his greatest 50 MCs. And of course, that got a lot of Tupac stands heated if you really look into his comments. But there's a lot of plays in apparel with this, because I'm going to tell y'all this. Big was no slouch, okay? Let's make that perfectly clear. Big is one of the greatest MCs to do it. I mean, when it comes to his storytelling, his picture painting, the man knew how to make hit records. Even though he was under Tupac's wing, he learned from the best, so he became one of the best. So people need to stop acting like Big is like some bum. Like, it ain't like he put Blueface up on number one. Big was happy to be a very talented MC that eventually passed before his time. So I just hate the fact that the Tupac and Biggie Stan Wars is still going on 20-something years later. Like, let both of these brothers rest. Both of these brothers were great in that regard. And it was no disrespect because Mike knows the game. Mike grew up with Big. In a way, he grew up in Brooklyn. And you would say that in terms of flow, he was better than Pac. Pac had more like a one-dimensional flow. And even though, in my opinion, I think Pac was overall better MC when he proved that throughout 95 to 96. But we need to stop acting like Big is some bum off the street. A Big, Life After Death changed the game. He made it so niggas had to figure out how to balance commercialism with street appeal. And Big did that effortlessly. It's to where everybody had to try to mimic that. Everybody tried to come with a double album after that in the East Coast. Next to Wu-Tang, of course. But Nas tried it. Jay definitely tried it. A lot of these guys in that top rank tried to pattern that success pattern off Life After Death. So Big deserves a high ranking. Even though me personally, on my list, he wasn't as high because I was listening to more MCs at that time that was bringing more to the table. I feel Big deserves a great ranking up there. So that's Mike Tyson's list. You can't get mad at a perfect person's preference or who they see as great. The only reason why I would think people are looking at this sideways because of the whole WAC 100 Mike Tyson fixed fight. And it kind of make people look at it, Mike as a side eye in a way. But nevertheless, it's no disrespect to nobody. It's also a term of endearment. It's also a term of acknowledgement and letting these brothers know how great these guys were. Because I've seen a lot worse lists. Vlad had one of the worst lists I've seen. Rosenberg, he had that typical elitist nerd East Coast list. So Mike had a great list going on. I want to salute Mike on that. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the like button. This is King Eric the Great signing out. What you think of Mike's list? Was it legit? Let me know. Holla back.